Hi, I'm Sam, the chocolate specialist at Classic Fine Food, and today I'm very pleased to say it is National Chocolate Week. So I thought, as it's getting a bit colder, I'm going to take you through a 17th century Spanish hot chocolate recipe using some of the various ingredients you can get from Classic Fine Foods. So what we're going to do is I've got a pan of milk that I've leaving to steep for about 10 minutes. I'm going to add a range of different spices because at this point, initially hot chocolate was a hugely spicy drink. Now traditionally this was done with water. As it went over to the Europeans, milk got used more and more because, of course, it was freely available and considered healthier to give you more energy. So, what I'm going to be adding is, I've got my milk here, I'm going to be adding some cinnamon sticks from my friends at Terre Exotique. I've also got some aniseed berries, just a few of those that I'm going to put in there. I've also got this Madagascan pepper called Votis perifera, absolutely beautiful Madagascan pepper, really slightly fruity. From our wonderful fruit and veg range, I've got a little bit of fresh ginger for you. Even got some bit of dry chili that we're going to mix in. And then just add a little bit of Spanish floral nature, just a few rose petals. So we're just going to grind this up first of all. Just about ready. The other ingredient I've pre-mixed is a little bit of almond and some hazelnuts, which I've just ground down to a paste. Now this may seem odd, but in the original recipes, they'd be using corn to thicken it up, the hot chocolate. It was supposed to be a big, thick, rich, invigorating drink. With the Spanish, they wanted to use the nuts they had available. So plenty of almonds, a little bit of hazelnut in that. So that's gonna go into my milk. Along with all of those wonderful spices. And then just to make sure, to keep it in Mesoamerica, I've got some beautiful Mexican planifolia pods. I'm going to put this on a low heat for about 10-15 minutes just to let all those flavors seep in. So what we need to do now, what's missing from our hot chocolate is of course chocolate. So what I've done with this recipe is I've got over here, I've used 100%, so I'm trying to stick as close as I can to the original Mesoamerican recipes. However, I would recommend using this brand new product available from Classic Deli, which is the Nyangbo ground chocolate. 250 grams, already ground up for you, really easy to use, just mix it away and happy days. I'm going to use 100%. This 100%, by the way, I've used Madagascan. I wanted to make sure you've got some red berry fruit really coming through. So I'm just going to pour all of that into our hot chocolate. The smell is incredible, as I hope you can get. Okay, so that's starting to just turn, but not quite solid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some sweetness. Because we've used that 100%, I need to add some. But of course, they wouldn't be using refined sugars in that point. They would have when it moved over to Europe. I wanted to keep it traditional. So I've actually got some Mexican honey here, which I'm just going to add. Big old dribble. Do to taste. I don't like too much. I want it to kind of bring through a little bit of a bouquet, but not too much. I also always add a tiny bit of salt. And I quite like nutmeg. Well, my wife likes nutmeg, so I'm putting in a bit of that as well. So at this point, we actually need to mix it up. Now, traditionally, we just use a whisk nowadays, but I wanted to use a melanillo. Thank you to Paul A. Young, who's provided this for me today. Very much appreciated. The way this works is you mix it in and you basically treat it like whisk. So pop it in, and we're just stirring. Now the reason we do this is actually to create a strong froth as well as the mixing. The froth was considered to be the most important element of the hot chocolate. It's what gave it its aroma, but gave it a real thickness, and you really wanted to get a fantastic, thick, rich froth coming off from that, as hopefully you can see right now. So all we're going to do is just pour. Tiny bit of finishing decoration, a couple of chili flakes, like Mesoamerica, bit of European flair, tiny bit of pepper. Enjoy. Cheers.